Last week I went shopping, and I bought this shirt. It looks normal, right? But here's the thing. I had zero intention of buying a shirt. I just went to the mall to grab some lunch. On my way out, I walked past a store with a huge sign, "Sale 50% off, entire store." And like a reflex, I walked in. The price tag said, original price $220, sale price $110. I thought to myself, oh wow, what a steal. I'm saving over $100. When I got home, I decided to check online. Same exact shirt, another store was selling it regularly for $95. So I didn't save $100. I actually paid $15 more than the market price. So here's the question. Why? Why would someone who studied marketing, who's read books on psychology, still fall for this? Today, I'm going to tell you the answer, and it has to do with something called the anchoring effect. The anchoring effect is a psychological concept that's been studied extensively, especially by Nobel Prize-winning psychologist Daniel Kahneman. His book, Thinking, Fast and Slow, has an entire chapter on this. Put simply, an anchor is the first piece of information your brain receives, and this anchor has insane pulling power. It pulls all your subsequent judgments toward it. In a famous experiment, Kahneman and Tversky spun a wheel of fortune that landed on 65. Then they asked participants, what percentage of African countries are in the United Nations? The people who saw 65 answered around 45% on average. Another group saw the wheel land on 10. Their average answer? Just 25%. The numbers 65 and 10 were completely random, totally unrelated to the question, but they still created an anchor and pulled people's answers toward them. Back to my jacket story, the anchor here was that $220 original price on the tag. When I saw it, my brain instantly used it as a reference point. Compared to $220, $110 looked like an amazing deal. If the tag had just shown $110 by itself, I wouldn't have thought it was such a bargain. I might have even thought it was expensive. To understand this better, let's take a trip to the grocery store. I'll show you how retailers are anchoring you every single day. Right here, a familiar beer brand. The shelf tag says, buy one, get one free, $18. But if you look closely, right next to it, the same beer is sold individually for $9 a pack. So buy one, get one free means you're still paying $9 per pack. No cheaper, actually more expensive if you weren't planning to drink 2 packs. The anchor here is the feeling of getting something free. Buy 2 but only pay for 1. It anchors into your brain's desire for a deal, making you completely ignore the regular price sitting right next to it. Now look at these headphones. Tag says regular price $250, sale price $170. A friend of mine bought these thinking she saved $80. But the truth? This exact model sells online for around $150. And I have to admit, I've done the same thing, bought headphones just like these. Why? Because I saw that $250 original price tag and rushed to buy without checking online prices. Same anchoring trap. But anchors aren't just at the grocery store. They're most dangerous in investing. Let's say you buy shares of company X at $100 per share. A month later, it drops to $70. Now, the $100 anchor appears. You think, I bought at $100, I need to wait until it gets back to $100 just to break even before I sell. You refuse to sell at $70. But the market doesn't care about your anchor. It could drop to $50. And now, your new anchor is $70. You think, well, I'll wait until it gets back to $70 to cut my losses. So you keep holding losses deeper and deeper. This is one of the main reasons individual investors lose money. In finance, your anchor is your cost basis, and if you can't let go of it, it'll drag you down. So now you know about the trap. How do you avoid getting caught? I use these 3 methods, and they actually work. 1. Wait 24 hours. If it's not an essential item, just wait 1 full day. Emotional purchases happen when the anchor hits you in the moment. After 24 hours, when the anchor fades, you'll look at that item with much clearer eyes. 2. Find independent information. Don't just rely on that original price tag. Pull out your phone, check prices online, check other stores. Create your own objective anchor. In investing, don't just look at your purchase price, look at the company's actual value. 3. Ask yourself, if this price tag didn't exist, would I still buy this? This is the holy grail question. Imagine there's no sale sign, no original price crossed out, just one single price. Would you still want it? If the answer is no, then you're being controlled by the anchor. That shirt I bought last week? It's still hanging in my closet, unworn. It's a visual reminder of how I got anchored. The anchoring effect is one of the most powerful psychological biases out there. It affects everything from buying a loaf of bread to making million-dollar investment decisions. But like I said, once you know about it, you're already armed against it. What about you? What's the last thing you bought and later thought, why did I even buy that? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. If this video helped you, hit that like button to support more content like this. And don't forget to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss the next video where I'll talk about another psychological trap that's even more dangerous. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.